Good afternoon, people. We're here at Brauer Bear, Flavor and Sports Talk Show with Kevin Knox Sr., Kevin Knox Jr. here. Top Tampa Catholic Prep School, number 7 in the nation. Well, let's just have a little bit of fun, a little kick off the show. Best player in the country right now is number 7 in the ESPN. Kevin, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Kevin Knox. I go to Tampa Catholic High School. I'm a senior this year. I'll be graduating in May.
Okay. We also have Kevin Knox Sr. on the panel, Florida State standout, ex-NFL ball player. Tell us a little bit about what your favorite food is.
My favorite food is chicken tenders. My favorite sauce would probably be honey mustard. Everywhere I go, if I don't know nothing on the menu, I always go with chicken tenders.
You can't go wrong with tenders. You're right. What's your favorite game?
My favorite game, I like to play 2K. And that's something a lot of basketball players my age like to play, NBA 2K. And I think I'm one of the best. So every time I play, I always play to win.
You really feel you're the good?
Yeah, I feel I'm really good.
Me neither. What's your favorite? Who's your favorite entertainer?
My favorite entertainer has to be Kevin Hart. I feel like he's the funniest person on earth right now. I always watch his videos. Every time he comes out with some movie, it can be anything. I always watch Kevin Hart.
Okay. What's your favorite movie from Kevin Hart?
Probably Ride Along. Both Ride Along 1 and 2. Both of them, he did a really good job and had me laughing the whole time.
You heard it right here first. Thank you. As we said, people, we got the top 7 pick in the nation. 2-time USA basketball player, Spain, Argentina, high school standout, National All-American game. He's the truth. We want to know what inspired you to play basketball.
Ever since I was little, I've always wanted to play. Me and my dad, we started at a young age. He started me when I was like 3 or 4, going to the court, always shooting, getting form, dribbling. So I think ever since I was little, I've always wanted to play. And my dad, he pushes me to the limit, and he knows what he's talking about. He knows what it takes to get to the next level, and I think he's doing a really good job, and we're on a really good pace to become where I want to go.
It was something that you always wanted to do? You didn't really have to force you into it?
Oh, no, I've always wanted to play football and basketball, and currently I just gave up football my sophomore year, and I was really good at football, but I just felt basketball was what I wanted to play. Ever since I was little, basketball and football were the 2 sports that I wanted to play when I grew up.
What was your position in football?
I was starting quarterback at Tampa Catholic.
That's impressive. This was huge coming out of Florida, because Florida is not really known for basketball.
Yeah, known for football.
So being number 7 in the nation coming out of Florida, that's an accomplishment. Because most of your top 5, top 10 players come from up north. We can put Florida on the map now for having one of the top prestige high school players coming out in the nation. That's huge. By you be playing an All-American game, which is huge. Next to Hillsborough, leading scorer. That's an accomplishment. Major. Your dad ought to be proud.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about it?
I feel real good. It's a lot of hard work, long hours. Something I've always said, just going back to my Florida State days, hard work makes dreams come true. And so that's the type of work ethic that I actually just want to instill into all of my kids, that it's not just all about talent. God can actually touch you if you've been talented, but talent plus work ethic is going to actually get you where you want to be. And that's going to be whether he's going to be a professional basketball player or whether he wants to be a doctor. Those individuals are talented, and so you got to put work ethic with talent to be the best.
Indeed. So you put them long hours in the gym, before and after. What's your commitment?
I just feel, my parents, they work with me hard every day, and that's something that I keep on my head. Like, I want to get to the point where I can say they don't have to work no more. That's something that kind of motivates me, and that's something I committed to do. And I'm gonna keep working until they're retired and until they're sitting at home with their feet propped up on the couch. And that's something that motivates me every day to work, and that's why I say nobody really outworks me.
That's what I'm talking about. What's your grade?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm really good. A's and B's. I use A's and B's. This last semester, I got a 3.4. So I'm definitely doing a really good job on and off the court, in the classroom. My teachers love me. I'm a leader in the classroom, and a lot of people at my school look up to me. So I'm going to keep being a leader, and I'm going to keep leading them to the right way.
Okay. Talk to me about your dreams after sports.
A lot of people say that the whole new one and done, you only stay in college for 1 year, but I promised my parents I'd get my degree, so I think that's something I want to do, and that's something I'm committed to do as well. Get my degree.
That's what I want to hear. Educating is important to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Really.
What's your study?
I want to study major in business. That's something I want to be able to own my own businesses and learn how to be a leader and work with other people and lead them to the right way too.
On and off the court. You heard it here first. Of course, we're at World of Beer. As you know, they're known for their famous food, drink specials. What is your food of choice?
I ordered the shrimp tacos. I ordered 3 of them. They said they're really good, so I'm gonna taste them and I'm gonna see how I'm gonna be the judge of that.
We'll put it to the test.
We're going to take our official visits. We're taking 2. We got 2 more, and after we take those 2 visits, probably about March, we'll go ahead and make our selection.
Okay, you heard it here first, fella. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming on. Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
We hope y'all handle y'all business tonight.
Sir.
Okay, what you say?
I think we're gonna win. We're gonna come out with the W. We gotta play hard, like I said, and we gotta play fun. We always gotta have fun on the court. So I think we have a really good shot at winning.
Is it gonna be close?
It'll be a close game. It'll be a really good game. It's a sold out game, so it's already sold out. It was sold out early this week, so it's gonna be really fun.
Over at Berkeley Prep.
Sold out.
Yes, sir.
You heard it here, folks. We may not see the game, but we're gonna wish him well. I'm rooting for him to handle his business tonight. We appreciate you. Thank you. And we're back. This is Flavor in the Sports, live entertainment and sports talk show here, streamed live at World of Beer. We got our St. Leo Hall of Fame Joy Brauer in the house today. Of course, we have our hostess Matt with our main meal for the day. Tell us what we got here, Matt.
Chipotle chicken sandwich, side of apple coleslaw, delicious, paired together.
All right, thank you. Okay. We'll sample this. Tell us what you got.
Yeah, man.
Very good.
And what do we have here?
Got the Chipotle chicken sandwich with coleslaw. Very good.
What's the beverage?
Coors Light.
Okay. Matt, come on in and tell us about this sandwich and our specials for today.
The Chipotle chicken sandwich is absolutely one of my favorite sandwiches to have here. Especially with that Chipotle sauce is absolutely delicious. Saturdays we're going to have our $3 draft beers. It's a great special that you can take advantage of for a local craft. It's very cool. For the big game, we're going to have a lot of specials. We're going to have $3 domestic drafts and pretty much a decent price for boneless chicken wings. It's going to be a good time.
Okay, appreciate it. You heard it here first at World of Beer. If you're ever in the area, come on down to World of Beer, USF area, 2815 East Fowler Avenue. You said it. We got it here first. One of the top of the line joints. Comfortable, family atmosphere, food, fun, and drink. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Again, we got Joey Brauer from St. Leo's, Brooklyn native. Tell us a little bit about your career coming up in Brooklyn.
Wow, yeah, I came out. Nice to see you again from Brooklyn too. It's all love, baby. Growing up in Brooklyn, it was, a battle every day, wherever I went. Every court I went to, whether it was in Bed-Stuy, East New York, Sheepshead Bay, where I grew up. Much love to my hood. I told you I'd give it some love. Just growing up and playing in all neighborhoods and just, basically having to win to stay on the court. If you didn't win, you were done for the day. There was tons of people waiting to play, so you had to basically win or you were gone until the next day. So, being small, I had to be that guy that was aggressive and dive for balls and, pass the ball. I was always a pass first type of kid growing up, and, everybody will want you on their team if you pass them the ball. Like Magic Johnson, that was my idol. So I always took things from him and said, you know what, if I make this guy happy or that guy happy, they'll always pick me, even though I'm the smallest. So that was one of the things that I always, thought about and stuck with me through my career.
Now I heard they called you White Chocolate. How'd you get that name?
Yeah, that's before Jason Williams came around, and all this YouTube internet stuff and N1s and all that. I was dribbling off my knee and passing balls like that, but I just, only in Brooklyn and the colleges that I went to that people, were exposed to that from me. So, later on when it came on the internet and people saw, Jason Williams in the NBA, they was like, man, you the original White Chocolate.
Exactly.
So,
Long before
I love that. It makes me feel like, wow, must have done something good,
Exactly. Who was one of your most inspirations coming up playing ball?
Playing ball when I was growing up, there was a few point guards in New York that I looked up to. Rod Strickland, Kenny Anderson, Isaiah Thomas, I loved. He was out of, Indiana, Chicago area, whatever. Those were the guys that I, try to patent my game after. And when I played in Brooklyn, I came out in 1990. It was supposedly the best class of high school basketball, till this day. We had Norman Marbury, Stefan's brother. We had a kid named Ephraim Whitehead from Grady. There's Kwame Morton, my roommate when I went to college my first year in Clarion, Pennsylvania. He was Division II leading scorer in the country my senior year when I was at St. Leo. So there was tons of talent. Adrian Autry. The list goes on. And I averaged 27 and a half. My school was a decent school. I had some good players, great players that I, thank for being part of the program with me. But, competing every day against these top-notch programs wasn't easy.
Were you heavily recruited coming out of high school?
Nah, coming out of high school, I only weighed 145 pounds. I was real small. They compared me to a kid at Ohio State named Jay Burston or something. He was a small kid. He broke his neck. He was so fragile. So back then we didn't lift weights, you know what I'm saying? If I lifted weights back then, I think I would have been highly recruited. People to this day, like, if you would have went to like NC State or one of those schools, you would have been better and you would have made players better. But I have no regrets. I went right in and started as a freshman and that's what I wanted. I could have went D1, but who knows, when I would have started and things like that. A lot of kids, I talk to children, I teach, I'm a PE teacher and at the elementary level. And I've worked with kids for the last 19 years. And I always tell them it's not about, going D1. It's about getting that scholarship, you know what I mean? And the chances of making it to the league are very slim. It's like hitting the lotto, even harder. So I tell them, get that education. I grew up without a mom and dad. My grandmother and two sisters that mean the world to me. My grandmother passed, but they told me and showed me that, hey, if you don't get this scholarship, how are you going to go to college? So basketball paved the way to put me on this show today. To get into St. Leo's Hall of Fame, to teach. Just a round rock of basketball has done everything for me, and it's still opening doors. So I just, I thank God every day.
How do you think your career went at St. Leo?
St. Leo went well. I was only there 3 years because I transferred from Clarion when my grandmother moved to Florida. So I wanted to be close to home. I was a mama's boy, grandmother's boy, whatever you want to call it. And the career went well. I ended up, leading. I was number 12 in the country, I think in assists my senior year. Led St. Leo in the conference every year, all 3 years in assists and steals. Averaged about 14 points a game throughout my career, and got to play against Alonzo Mourning. That was the big sell when I was being recruited by St. Leo and Florida Southern and some other schools. Once I left Clarion, some schools offered me a deal, and St. Leo, they put on the table that you come in right away and you start, and you wear number 11. Because I'm very superstitious, and when I was at Clarion, they didn't have a number 11. I had to wear 12, and for some reason it just didn't feel right. Everybody has their quirks or whatever it is, and when they told me that, they said we play against Georgetown every year. Last year they told me at the time Alonzo Mourning and Dikembe Mutombo. Mutombo had left when I came, but I got to play against Alonzo, and it was an amazing experience going up to the Cap Center, so it was an easy sell.
How did y'all fare?
We fared all right for the first 5 minutes. I think we got beat by like 40. Yeah, we got beat by 40, but I did well.
What you scored that day?
I had like 14 and like 8 assists. The game's on YouTube. A lot of missed guys getting their shot blocked, which you can expect. Division II to Division I, when you get to the forwards and centers, there's a difference in size. The guards, I think the play is even. You know what I mean? It's just according to where and what system you go to. But when you get to the big men, our bigs were like 6'7", 6'8". Theirs are 7 feet, so it was tough.
You holding any records at St. Leo?
Yeah, I hold assists in a game with 16 that hasn't been beaten since I left there in '94. So that's over 20 years. That record stands Still, guy who holds the all-time assist record played 4 years. I only played 3, and I was like 40 shy from him. I would have beat that first 5 games probably, because I would average about 7-8 a game. So, no regrets. Give love to everybody up there. I go to games still, go sit courtside, and they treat me with a lot of love, and I have nothing but the best for St. Leo.
When did you find out you was being inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, 2 years ago, I think it was around Christmas time, I was eating at Hooters with a good friend of mine who was in town. And I got a call while I was with him, and it was like, this is Sean Leahy from St. Leo. We're just calling to let you know that, you have been nominated and inducted in April's Hall of Fame. And I was like, whatever. I didn't.
Come in April.
Yeah, no, it happened in 2015. So I was like, nah, whatever. I didn't, because I thought, I didn't know. Being there only 3 years, I thought, maybe I needed to play 4. To break the assist all-time record. I didn't know.
Okay.
And when he told me, it was great because to have my daughter there, my sisters both came, and I had a lot of family fly in and friends from Brooklyn and all over. It was an amazing thing. It was a great accomplishment.
That's good.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Joey, White Chocolate in the house on the Flavor of Sports. We appreciate you for tuning in. We appreciate, looking forward to having Joey back again to keep us in tune and involved with what's going on in his life, in kids' life. Thank you. That's a wrap. And we're back live at Flavor and Sports, broadcasting at Road and Beer. We have a St. Leo graduate, John Antolino, which was a highly mentor and part of Joey Brauer's life coming up. New York native, Bronx. Give us a little bit of stories about Joey and yourself.
Joey, I watched him play his first game at St. Leo, and it brought back all the memories of my growing up in New York and watching the guys playing at Rutgers and Greenpoint and the other big parks. And I watched him just run his mouth like everybody I knew in the hood. His lips started moving at the beginning of the game, and they didn't stop.
Right.
And I didn't want to know what he was saying to those guys, but they sure didn't like it. Joey was probably one of the most hated players in the conference because of the things he said to these guys. Got to the only thing I figured, and that he made them all look bad.
He backed it up.
He backed up everything he could say, and he was a real player. He was Magic, which was his nickname in high school.
Right.
Absolutely amazing player. Joey was all heart, all hustle, and just loved the game. Had a smile on his face the whole time he played.
He brought his A game
every game. Every game he brought his A game. And I am very proud that he picked me to be the person that he could talk to. We have been friends for 26 years, and I'm very happy about that.
He played a major role in his life then.
I hope so. At least a small role. Didn't have to be a major role. Just a small role. And he has played a very big role in mine, especially the last couple of years. He's been very supportive of me. I went through a rough patch.
Okay.
And he has been very supportive of me, so he's given it all back to me.
Paying it forward.
He's taking care of me. So we even got a whole lot in common now. We more than we ever did. But we're.
How you feel your relationship is, Joey?
I feel, like he said, when I walked on the court the first time at St. Leo and I saw this guy in the stands wearing like 3 gold chains that smelled like $1 million, I was like, he's from New York. I could tell. He's strutting like he's from New York. And I was like, I gotta talk to this guy after the game. So I remember my first home game, I walked up to him and I just, I fell in love with him as a man. I mean, I lost my dad when I was 9, so he kind of, latched on to being that role model and somebody that I could talk to besides my coaches at that time. And of course my 2 older sisters that, were the main focal points in my life, while I was in college. But they weren't at the games, they lived, a distance away. He was on campus a lot. And just the little things he would tell me always stuck with me, and that's why we stayed close for the past 26 plus years. And yes, he went through some tough times, and I've been there for him, and I do that for anybody that I'm close to. And he's definitely, someone that I would always be there for. And if he needs my shirt, even though it's Brooklyn, he's from the Bronx, he could have it. That's just the type of person I am when I love somebody, and
right.
he definitely has my heart, and I would do anything for him.
And I am very, very proud of that. That what Joey's got mine. He's my boy. He's my boy. He's somebody that I am proud of. Single father, got a beautiful little girl. Little, 16 years old. She ain't little no more.
Nah, time flies.
Time to lock her in the bedroom. Don't let her out of the house.
Playing any sports?
Yeah, she played. She was the point guard in middle school, and when she got to high school, she's like, Dad, I don't really know if I want to play basketball. So she didn't try out freshman year last year, and then this year she saw the team, and she was like, I wish I would have tried out. I'm better than mostly all these girls. I said, you know what? You got to try. If you don't try, you'll never know. So next year she's going to do it. This Monday she's trying out for the tennis team. So I've been working with her. I'm not that good. Play a little bit,
You won the first tennis league he ever joined. He won the championship.
Yeah.
So he's an all-around athlete. He was also a pitcher in high school. One of the top pitchers in New York City in high school.
You didn't want to follow that basketball?
Nah, baseball was boring to me. It was just when you didn't pitch, you sat on the bench or you played in the field and the ball didn't come to you.
Right.
Point guard, I'm always running the show and the ball's in my hand within the next 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Baseball, I love pitching, but you only get to pitch once a week.
Right.
So it was fun in high school, but New York baseball is not like it is down south. When I came to St. Leo and watched these guys play, I was like, that's serious. I don't know if I could play on that level, but it was fun in New York to play
down
that
here
sport.
they play 12 months
They play
a
all
year.
year,
In New York you got 4 or 5 months
if
you
you're
can
lucky
play.
because of the weather,
Because of the weather, so it made a difference.
Right.
It made a difference.
You do any football?
Nah, football I don't play. I don't want to get hurt, I play two-hand touch or flag football, but that's about it.
And I never played basketball coming up. Obviously I look more like the ball players. But I never played the sport coming up. Fell in love with it in college. When I was in college,
Right.
learned hanging with the team and traveling with the team, learned about the game, and became coach 25 years ago. And started working on the rec centers in New York, in Orlando.
Okay.
And that's my avocation.
You currently coaching now?
No, I said I had a rough patch. My wife and my mother passed away within the last 18 months, so it was a rough patch, and I kind of got away from it. But prior to that, I put in over 25 years coaching working with kids.
Okay.
Absolutely love doing it, and it's because of the guys like Joey early on, and some of the other players I knew. I can't play the game, but I can teach it.
Right.
And that's, I still talk to people and still do a little mentoring and a lot of college prep. Because most of these kids in high school today don't have any idea what college is going to be like for them, especially those going D1.
Right.
They have no idea how tough it's going to be.
What advice would you have for them?
So, read everything they can. I don't care what it is. Read a book about Michael Jordan. Anybody, just read. Be prepared. And keep yourself clean, man.
Right.
Eat right. Drink right. Stay away from the crap that's going to hurt you. And always pick your friends.
Right.
Don't let your friends pick you. If you're going to be a star, everybody's going to want to be your friend.
Right.
And you're going to be judged on the company you keep. So pick your own friends. Make sure you got the right people who are going to support you, who are going to help you reach your dreams. Don't pick the people who are only there to look good next year. That's my thing.
Did you see all the potential in Joey then?
From the first game. From the first game. I think if it would have been possible, if he'd have gone over to Europe right after high school, he'd be playing.
Right.
He'd have been playing. He had the speed, and I've had some very good guards. I had Darius Washington, who was All-American, National All-American.
Right.
I almost said it. Torian Green, who won 2 national championships at the University of Florida. These guys were mine. You know, Tracy McGrady's brother Chance played for me. He played at Memphis. I've had my share. And Joey was one of the best. When I watched him, there's no doubt in my mind. The speed, the hands, the ability to see the court where everybody is and what was going on.
What would you rank Joey as a point guard right now?
Oh, right up there. As far as St. Leo is concerned, one of the top 2, 3, maybe at the most. Bear in mind, Joey only played 3 years at St. Leo.
Right.
But probably is 1, 2, or 3 in half a dozen different categories as far as standings are concerned. If he'd have had that 4th year over there, and of course he transferred in.
Right.
One that he dropped out of school, we transferred in. If he'd have had that 4th year, he'd be number 1 in every one of those categories. There's no doubt in my mind.
Okay.
No doubt in my mind. He was absolutely one of the best guards I've ever watched.
What was your major at St. Leo's, Joey?
Physical education, teaching and coaching. Yeah, so that's what I went into.
That's the path you chose right there.
Yeah, that was it. You know.
And love what he does.
Yeah, I love the kids. I mean,
Love what he does.
I get off in the summers, you know, for the 2 months, but after 2-3 weeks, I'm ready to go back. I miss the kids. I just, you know, anybody that I work with or anything will tell you, I enjoy being at work, and that's important. You know, it's not about the money because, you know, teachers, we don't make a lot, right? Just being around a positive, you know, atmosphere and being around kids that look up to you, there's nothing better. You know, nothing better.
You do any camps or summer programs?
I did a camp, as a matter of fact, me and my buddy DeCarlo DeVoe, who played at the University of Tampa, we did a camp with Kenny Anderson, ex-NBA player, down in the Bahamas 2 years ago. So we flew, you know, over to the Bahamas and did a nice camp with Kenny. And, you know, now I mentor kids and I work with kids. I do individual sessions some Saturday and Sunday mornings.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay. We appreciate y'all taking the time out.
Thank you very much for having us.
Look forward to speaking with you again.
Sure.
That's a wrap.
Perfect. That was good.
It's good.
And we're back, Flavor and Sports, broadcasting at World of Beer, 2815 East Fowler Avenue, USF area. We had our guests, Joey Antolino and Joey Brauer on the show from St. Leo's. One former player, one former coach, graduates, former Hall of Famer, New York natives. We appreciate you coming out. We look forward to bringing you guys back again. This is Flavor and Sports coming to you live. World of Beer. Appreciate you, fellas.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good.